Welcome everybody to the Rivermead Leisure Centre. A few minutes earlier than usual. We're going to have a bit of a pre-game show as we get ready for the Reading Rockets versus the Loughborough Riders in the Lynch Trophy. Myself and Matthew Johnson behind the mics.
Wow, thank you. That's a very formal introduction from you.
Look, Matt, after the huge success of our Instagram lives over lockdown that got at least 9 people through lockdown per week on a Friday.
2 of them were us.
2 of them were us, and one of them was Thorny, so there's really much left. I figured we'd have a quick pre-game amble. I'm going to start it how I usually would, which is with my kind of slightly satirical, humorous beginning, and then we'll actually get into basketball.
I'm nervous.
Yeah, you should be. So I'm going to start it with this, right? Really simple.
Okay.
These are basketball strange but trues.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kind of give you some, maybe quiz you on some others.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, so here we go. Look, first one, a bit of a strange but true. Toronto, Vancouver, not the first team out of Canada.
Toronto
Raptors, Vancouver Grizzlies.
There was a team before them.
Supposedly, that honour belongs to the Toronto Huskies.
Not NBA.
I presume not. It doesn't say what league. It says one of the first teams in the league. Perhaps it was old ABA.
Oh, okay, right, yes. That is strange but true.
Strange but true.
This is working so far.
Yeah, so 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Perfectly successful.
Yeah.
Next one, Pau Gasol. If he wasn't going to be a basketball player, what was he going to be?
Doctor.
You got it.
Am I?
Medical school.
Yeah. I think he still wants to be, doesn't he?
Does he?
And how good at life are you? You're an NBA player.
I mean, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
You're a multi-medalist, and then you also can be a doctor.
Yeah, literally one of the most elite players ever to play.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I mean...
So...
Yeah, amazing. What inspirational.
Superb. We're going to whiz through some more. 4 minutes to go.
Go for it.
You're joining us. It's Reading Rockets, Loughborough Riders. Don't think you've tuned into the wrong channel. It's me and Matt, pre-game amble. Come and join us. The stands are filling up here. Things are going really, really well. There's a couple more strange but trues. This one I really like. Rasheed Wallace.
Yes. Rasheed Wallace, yeah.
He...
Something crazy,
NBA
surely.
ring.
NBA ring.
Had it fitted to size on his middle finger.
What team was that? He must have
Detroit. Would have been Detroit.
Oh, right.
When they won.
I mean, they've got a bit of a reputation, haven't they?
And
the bad boys.
Never been one to kind of shy away from that. Just loved it. He purposefully got it fitted to the middle finger. And there's no confirmation as to why. But
did you just say that because you knew I'd coach them? Is that why you wanted to bring it up?
Yeah.
At Bucknell Skills Camp at Crystal Palace.
Did you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Rasheed Wallace was there and J.R. Reid.
Oh, I love it.
J.R. Reid also was one of the...
I was there.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, I remember.
And if you remember, it's where they turned the lights off on the coaching clinic.
They did, yeah.
Because the cleaners were coming in.
It's the same clinic where somebody was talking about talking to water. There's another story for that. You were not a big fan of that. Anyway, listen, this one I really like.
Yeah.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, my favourite.
Number retired by first.
Number retired by first. Not the Lakers, then, I'm assuming.
No, that's right, the Harlem Globetrotters.
Of course it was.
Yeah, apparently he did a year stint where the joke was that he picked up Meadowlark Lemon and threw him into the air as one of the tricks, but I'm sure that's not true.
God. Meadowlark Lemon.
Yeah,
wow.
Look, 2 more to whiz through.
Yeah, go for it. I love it.
Love this one. The biggest beatdown NBA history, 148-80. The Cavs beat the Miami Heat in 1991. That's
in 91?
Yeah, I mean, that is funny enough that it's 148-80, right?
Wow.
Then, I could not believe that the leading scorers for the Cavaliers, Mark Price and John Battle, with 18 each. They put up 148, and the 2 leading scorers had 18.
Oh, Mark Price, that's 6 threes, isn't it?
Oh,
gotta be.
That's mad.
Wow, good names, John Battle.
Another contextual one. Most steals in a game belongs to Allen Iverson. 10 steals yesterday. Tyler Cartano. 10 steals.
Bang! Look at that. I mean, that's like you even researched that.
I'll tell you what, I'm all over it today.
Yeah.
Look, we're going to jump straight into the Lynch Trophy matchups. Minute 30 to go here before the teams come out on the floor.
Yeah.
There is already one result in the books. That's Newcastle beating Worthing.
No. Yes. Sorry. Yeah.
So they are through Lynch Trophy. That's done. The other matchups, Solent, TVC, give us a quick 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I think Solent get that one, but Thames Valley, they're just a handful, aren't they? They're finding themselves up big in games, down big in games. They're a bit of a roller coaster at the moment, but I'm sure Coach Banks will be pressing a few buttons and just, I mean, Jacoby Bonner is just an absolute machine, isn't he? So
handful.
And now Silla seems to be getting himself rolling as well, so you never ever put them anywhere but close in those ones. But let's see if they got enough, because Solent are getting rolling.
These matchups are so good, by the way. Nottingham and Derby.
Yeah, that's a cracking home.
Yes,
that's a real close one as well.
Yeah,
Derby nearly knocked off Solent, right?
Yeah, Nottingham unbeaten in the league at the minute, with much improved. So leaves us to today's matchup. It's Reading Rockets, Loughborough Riders, quarterfinals Lynch Trophy.
Yep.
Give us a quick look at Loughborough. Who do you think is going to be, keys to them?
I don't go anywhere further than my man Harrison Gamble. He makes loads of things work. Joe Belak as well, Greg Wild. You can. Dwayne O'Reilly, these guys, there's some real quality on this team.
Absolutely.
The most important guy is Chester Morrell, because he always comments on our feed, by the way.
Big fan.
So, but also Mark Jerem and Liam Jefferson, the coaching group of this have done one heck of a job, Mark, over the years. No imports, but a bunch of guys that are just really getting it done. And I really like Justin Headley as well. Yes, they're having a really, really solid group as well. And here's the main man himself. Hey, Harrison. And I just think it's great to see. I mean, Harrison came back here. We first coached him when he was 16, I think, here, 15, 16, and now he's back with his little baby playing in the Mead. I love it, Mark. So yeah, so good group though, good group.
And Reading will be relatively unchanged to what we've seen in recent weeks. There are no kind of injury updates to give you. It's Reece Pinnock, Tyler Cartano, AJ Bassey, Lewis Champion, Ben Dixon, Sam Tolawase, Ronnie Agekwe, Isaac Round, KB Live, Meshach Lufal, Ashley Kitchen and Jazz Baines in 15. Starters today is Cartano, Champion, Lufal, AJ Bassey and Sam Tolawase.
Yeah, a quick update. Ben Dixon not able to make it today. Sick yesterday as well, just struggling a little bit.
There is an injury type update.
Yeah, there is a little
illness
update.
Though.
Yeah, illness. Yeah, so if he's on the stream, I'm sure he'll tag us in as well.
For Loughborough, it's Belak, Hayden, Gamble, Arija,
first
Headley.
First touch away by Cartano. 9 more, and
he's back on for his quadruple double. Here's Tolawase straight inside against Hayden and puts that nearly in, rolls out.
I think that should be worth a part of a point.
Yeah, something.
Big size, Mitch Mack. Cartano literally has got his first steal.
And he just takes
and goes south.
Little slip.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a wet spot or whether it's just a little bit loose.
Yeah, it won't be wet, Mark, because the floor was efficiently wiped earlier on by the crew here at Rockets. People are still coming in the door as well. Good to see.
So it's going to stay here with Loughborough after the Tyler Cartano slip.
Yeah. So Tolawase, we just left one on the rim there.
Lewis Champion on the floor, doing a really solid job.
Yeah.
Families in the house today.
Yeah, wants to make the home look spick and span, doesn't he?
Good crowd here at the Mead. It's building nicely. Still a couple of people filing in, which is good to see.
Straight up.
Bassey and Belak.
Yeah, you like this up the floor, Mark, don't you? You like to see the guards up the floor?
Yeah, I think the guards are a real defensive problem for other teams visiting Reading, and as they will be on the road.
Yeah,
interesting. And Arija.
Interesting matchup with Harrison Gamble going in the block against Meshach. I'm not sure they're thinking that's a big matchup for him, but
that's CJ Hayden pulls that one and makes the first.
Yeah.
And that's 3. And yesterday we were reliably informed by our stats guy, Josh Thorne, that Loughborough pumped up 25 threes yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the way that that's the way they're going to like playing as well. They're going to move the ball quick, and each one of them right out to the 4 and 5 will put it up.
It's
nice inside outside.
A little high-low.
Yeah, but keep an eye on that, Mark. Keep an eye on that. We'll maybe draw that one up later, because that is a sort of down screen where you get Tolawase coming to the mid-high post, and he's going to try and play with Meshach there at the 5.
This is Headley driving baseline, gets to the rim easily with the right-handed layup.
Yep.
It's Champion inside to Tolawase, and this one's just fumbled out of bounds as Loughborough doing a decent job early on of just crowding the middle.
Yeah, I think Lewis should have finished that one as well. I think he's doing the ever generous backcourt, put it on a plate stuff. And
corner 3, Belak's a very good three-point shooter, and he makes that one, and Loughborough have raced out to an early 8-0 lead here. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Rockets yet to get on the board. This is Cartano. Yes, they had a very big double-double. He goes step back, and that's off right. Saw it straight off his hand, and the ex-Rocket Harrison Gamble clears, and he's quite comfortable leading the break. Bilak, who's just made one, goes crossover, stolen away by a combination of Cartano and Tolawase, and Tolawase bumped all the way to the rim, nothing doing.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that one as well. And
14 on the shot clock.
Yeah, and I think Coach Pearson will be looking at in moments of games where Tolawase for 3, looks a bit long from here, and is
still not on the board. Reading, it's an 8-0 start here for the Loughborough Riders, and it's Gamble, who's also good, a very good three-point shooter, and is inside to CJ Hayden, matched up with Lewis Champion. He just used his height, goes over, and it's 10-0. The Loughborough Riders lead this one with 7:17 to go. So interesting start, Matt. What do you make of the opener?
Well, I think we saw it in the first 2 or 3 possessions. Where Rockets left the ball up on the rim. They've had 3 kind of really good attempts, missed them all, and Loughborough have just knocked them down, haven't they? There's been nothing special. Conroy Hayden's not going to make a lot of those threes with a guy right up underneath him, but very capable shooter, and he will shoot the ball. So, yeah, certainly things to look out for from Coach Pearson. Good timeout, I think. Good timeout.
And you could see Coach Pearson talking to the guys now, trying to probably get back to the rim, and looks like Jazz Baines may well check in. But, you know, the MO so far for Loughborough sort of staying true. They'll take a lot of shots. They've got a lot of guys that don't mind shooting it.
Yeah.
So going to be, what you know, I had a quick quip with Dan Pearson before the game and sort of said, hope you're ready to defend the three-point line.
Yeah.
Which, you know, he's very well prepared, so I'm sure he is. But, yeah.
Interesting though, isn't it, that similar sort of start yesterday where Bark and Abbey got out, and I think they were up by 10 or 12, and as a senior group, that there'll be adjustments made. I don't think anyone's going to be panic stations when you've got 33 minutes to go.
Baines and Bassey working together up top.
Interesting that they got the switch. Bassey against Gamble. Pinnock in as well. Down to 2 seconds.
This needs to go up.
And he gets it off.
Does get it onto the rim.
First time Loughborough touches the ball, and I think that's one of the things that the coaches, Coach Lloyd, their Coach Pearson's got to look at, because Myerscough hasn't touched the ball in the first 3.5 minutes. Has to get it off the rim to get his own. You see really great power underneath in the replay. I think that's something that other teams will be scouting on, won't they? They'll be prepping and saying, right, don't let Myerscough get that on easy catches. It's one of the things that is tough to change in the flow of the game. But we saw the attempt of Tolawase trying to find him, and it just didn't go. So zone press. Yeah, first time we've seen that.
Standing again, and they'll chase down these darts. This is Headley being chased by a combination of Pinnock and Bassey. Just breaks the pressure, finds Gamble in the corner, and he's off with his first 3. Yeah,
Cartano's out and running. Pinnock with a good rebound. Bassey gets underneath it, just misses it. Headley in control of it, handles the ball at the middle of the floor. Bassey in the matchup. Gamble will want this in the post. Cartano switches to him. Good defense by Rockets. Gamble spins and goes inside, misses. Huge rebound by Loughborough, and Rockets are off and running. 10-3 down. And Loughborough again gets fed inside, and the big crowd. But here comes Loughborough. Loughborough sends it back the other way. Cartano finds Jazz for 3. Sweet music. And they're on the run out again. Loughborough with the pace. And blocking foul called. Gamble, and he comes up short with it. Jazz transition. Cartano at 3s early on. Headley kicks it. Belak likes another one in the corner. Cartano picks it up, launches it. Pinnock underneath, and underneath goes Loughborough, and so all of a sudden that 10-0 run is back 10-0 the other way. And Rockets transition defense struggling at the moment. And this game is going to get up to a lot as Loughborough goes again under the rim. Rockets struggling a bit to just get matched up in the open floor. Cartano breaks up the handoff, goes back the other way. Loughborough switches it. Cartano tries to steal it, gets caught the baseline side. Riders 14, Rockets 12. Baines finds Pinnock on the cut. Just rims out, and here comes Loughborough again with the great pace. And Dwayne Oreja makes the 3 from the 45. Here we go. Brendan O, who's still playing the piano. Joshua Thorne, Steve Hall, Toronto Huskies played. Oh, there we go. Yep, lots of early offense here. This could be a 150-point game in this one. And timeout by Coach Pearson, who will be frustrated at the ease where within 6 minutes Loughborough come into the Mead and run up 19 easy points. So we get our second timeout from Coach Pearson. He doesn't have another one now, so any of you that are listening into the stream, just keep an eye on that. 75 of you, great to join us. I'm sure that'll be over 100 soon, and you're just seeing some great shots at the moment of the teams and in the huddle where they're trying to get organised. Coach Pearson trying to find a group that has good offense and good defence. So Loughborough with a 7-point lead, blown out 10-0. Then it was 10-all. Now we're 19-12. The Rockets faithful coming in, making their voices heard. A few big cheers when Myerscough found himself with the ball. A lot of the young community players, part of the Rockets community program, headed up by Steph Johnson and all the coaches out there. Sean and Lewis Champion, who's playing as well, do a great job servicing about 750 young children a week out in the community. All those guys now getting ticket offers to come in and watch the games and see their heroes. Great environment here at the Mead, great environment. Ladies suffered a narrow loss to Worcester in what was a really physical, tough battle just before Worcester University coming out with that deserved win. Rockets got it all the way back from 12-15 down. Subs back in, Tolawayzi's in, Champion's in. Baines sleeks through and blows the left-hand layup. That's the third layup missed. Defensive transition, the key now. Rockets shore up on that one. They trail by 7. Pinnock. Tolawayzi, great switch. Rockets get another steal. Loughborough off and running. And as there's no contact on that one, or out of bounds. Yeah. Into the game is young Greg Wild. Had a lot of good positive press about Greg. Signing his first pro contract with Riders. Great to see. Young British talent. Outside defending Pinnock. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Baines finds Champion. He shoots it right in front, and nothing but string for Lewis Champion. Lewis finding that lefty sweet stroke. David Aputa handing the ball against Tolawayzi. Hands it over. Wild gets his first touch. Wild against Loughborough. Gamble, forced to put it on the floor. Blocked out of bounds by Myerscough.
Wow, what a time to just sort myself out and come back.
Absolutely. You haven't missed anything, Mark. Don't worry.
No, thanks. You're holding it down perfectly.
86 people joining us as well. Great to see you.
I need our...
yeah, clever. Good job by Loughborough getting that shot off there right on the shot clock buzzer. Down into the last 2 minutes.
I need our social media maestro, Todd Lindley, to come and sort out my live stats.
Oh, yeah. Tolawaysi looking to feed. Lewis Champion likes the look of another one, just comes out. Again, Loughborough will be feeling all right when they can see that the firepower of Rockets on the inside.
Nice turnaround from Gamble.
Yeah. Tolawaysi cleans another rebound up. I think Loughborough, every time that the ball...
Great find.
Oh, Lufal with the rearranged on the lefty. Terrific work there, terrific.
You're going to see a really nice hesitation bit of handle from Jazz Baines as he gets down the lane. He kind of went fake cross hesitation, really nice.
Yeah.
And Lufal is doing what he does.
Yeah, and he goes to the line for his first free throws of the game, I think. Or maybe his second.
I think it's his second set. Makes the first. Rims out on his second, and Tolawaysi gets a piece of it, but nothing doing.
Yep.
This is Headley again for Loughborough, challenged by Champion just over half court.
Remind me about team fouls as well, Mark. Remind me about team fouls to talk about that.
I will go back to you on that one. It's David Aputa gets called for the foul there.
Yeah, some big physical screens out there. Victor Nduku comes in.
Got some decent bodies actually, Loughborough.
Yeah, Victor's actually played, he's Charnwood, I think, and he's actually played for the BBL guys as well.
Yeah, decent bit of size up front.
Yep, one of the benefits of a through program, right, where players have got opportunity to play where they're ready. And the same, Champion went to shoot that one as well. Oh dear. Yeah, and that's your guy Chester Morell, I think, Mark.
I think that's actually yours.
It's my guy.
Yeah,
my guy. I like Chester. The only problem is we've got one less viewer on the stream now because Chester's playing.
Hopefully we're not trying to break any barriers at like 199 or something like that.
Yeah.
And there it's the back and forth on the last play.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
It's called one way, and now this way it's called the other. Evened up.
Yeah. Oh dear. And here we go into the last minute and change. Rockets are all over this backcourt. Hey, it's been a while since we've seen a Rockets team with a backcourt that can defend up here and switch well. It's really good. It's nice to see. Puts the other team under, making them make plays on the perimeter. Tolawaysi did a good job marshalling the switches.
Wild inside to Nduku.
Yeah, and that's the issue right there, where the help side's got to be quicker. Cartano just a little slow on that one. And Rockets given up 21. I think that Rockets are wanting the reversal first. It's Lewis. Yeah, and a little bit flat in terms of offense with this group. And Duka will pull that one and just comes out. Tolawaysi whacks it against the backboard.
Ideal.
Rockets
Ideal scenario.
trailing by 5. Champion Bassi finding his way in, and there he goes. And that's the AJ Bassi that I think this team needs as well. That little snake dribble, as they call it. And Cartano's going to have to come across and get that one, and he blocks it off the backboard, and it's called foul. Foul on the head.
Wow, well, well.
I'm sure we will get a replay of that one. And here we go. You've got a great view of this. And Cartano goes up, blocks it, and touches him on the head.
That is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that there.
Yeah.
Just that comment.
That is the beauty of having replays as well.
The beauty of the stream team.
It's shooting by Headley. 2.6 seconds. Can Rockets get a shot off? Champion likes the look of it from half court. It's close.
Oof. Me and you, I don't think we've ever had one.
No. No, what, you mean in a game that we've done?
Well, I mean, like, yeah, a game we've covered. Yeah. I don't think we've ever seen it.
I'll tell you about my one that I got once in a Division 1 game when we were down by 50.
Oh, yeah, well, that's ideal.
Yeah, from our own half. It was embarrassing. So, first quarter. We're up to nearly 100 of you. So, what do you guys think? If there was 100 of you watching and there's 100 different thoughts, we were interested in those. What's your thoughts about that? Loughborough getting out. They're on course to score 100. Similar yesterday from Barking Abbey as well, London Lions 2. So they got out to a hot start, and then Rockets defended much better in the second, third and fourth, really found a groove in the game, Mark, and the scoreboard kind of looked after itself.
Going to come to that question, really, because Dan Pearson sees his team go 10-0 down in the first minute and 50.
Yeah.
And since then has only given up 13 in the final 8, so he has to be pleased with the adjustment.
Yeah, I think so. I think the thing that we talk about this quite a lot, and it's when you're assessing your team, you want to just make sure you don't leak easily, and so the shot quality you take on offense, and the type of offense you force the other team to make. And right now, you would say the types of shots that Loughborough getting are not too tough for them.
Yeah,
Belak's got some threes. Headley's got to the rim. We've probably contained Gamble well. And outside of that, I think it's fairly even Steven. So a step up for Rockets defence, and we could see some people out and running.
Big shout out to everybody who's here today. The Rivermead Leisure Centre actually getting pretty busy. Loads of kids in the house, so big shout out to you, the people who came and watched live. Yeah,
absolutely. And great atmosphere as well.
Yeah, loving it.
Seeing SFL, some of our sponsors with our fantastic equipment here. Oh, as
Pinnett called for a foul.
As Pinnett took down the right winger.
The juniors taking their rightful place on the end of the bench there. It's KV, Isaac Round and Ronnie Agegway.
Double game weekend as well. That's another contentious topic, I think, that one. Players.
You know my view on this, don't you?
You don't like it.
I don't like it.
No.
However,
no other sport does it.
However, I think we need to get clever with regionally sensible, as that's Wild pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Regionally sensible midweekers makes much more sense.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Friday night games got something.
I mean, I'll take any. I love a midweeker. Doesn't matter what sport it is. If it's a midweeker, I'm in.
Now here we go. You've got Nduko on Bassi, and he could go right through this one as he does, and goes underneath him with that little left hand.
So clever.
Yeah. And anyone that gets to see that as well. We always talk about younger players, don't we? But anyone, you look at how he goes with his opposite hand there, just to get it away from the defence. Pinnock gets a piece on it, and here comes Tolawase out running. Oh, that's a great pass. Hey! That is a great pass by Lewis Champion.
Yeah, I could see the streaking Cartano.
You mean running fast?
Yeah, I don't mean like actually streaking.
just checking. And I think when you see that there, Bassi just gets beaten on his matchup and relies on the help guy to come and get it rather than just a little bit tougher one-on-one. Reversal. Cartano's looking for that likes that mid-range, and he cashes it as well. And that's the one that Cartano needs to be making as well. That's another level. Very difficult to defend.
I think that's the interesting thing that I think the league will think about Tyler Cartano is that he's not a good shooter.
Yeah, matchups are all over the place here. This is an easy bucket.
That's Morel, fouls on the floor.
Yeah, and you look at those matchups, and Rockets in transition are all, they're not getting there. They can't switch back. You can see him here as Wild kicks it out. Gets Pinnock just off his heels. And our guy Chester YouTube Morel, as he's going to be called. More for the comments he makes. Very valuable member of our stream. Oh, here we go. DJ, well done, Loughborough. 1 quarter in the bag, absolutely. Lauren Milligan, let's go, Liam. Jeff. Good rebound by Cartano. Yep. Liam, Jeff, that's one heck of a long pass. I mean, that was touchdown territory.
And Hayden actually Chester Morel plays it a bit like a cornerback in the NFL. Didn't see the ball, just watched the guy's eyes and thought, you're not getting that. And there is Morel, other end. front rims it.
Yeah.
Baines will pick it up. It's Tolawase against Unduku. Slow stepping to the rim. Beautiful stuff.
Tolawase slowed himself down. Got a warning for touching the ball, I think, for throwing the ball away.
I can see the build-up coming in Tolawase at the minute.
Yeah. But the thing is, with this group, if this Rockets group can defend it in the one-on-ones. Backcourt as well. Chester Morrell, just a little mishandle there.
It's again, it's the guard play of Reading. It's just so interesting on the defensive end because they've just got numbers to run at you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cartano's really a wing in this league. So they've got plenty of guys that can do it. And there's Baines, who thought about another one. Yeah,
and I think Rockets have got to they've got to crush some of these mismatches when they've got forwards guarding guards.
Great rebound.
Oh, I mean, look at the effort on the guards. Terrific work there by probably two of the smaller guys on the floor, right?
Yeah, shot clock at 10 now, and they'll try and go inside, but the 6'10" Harrison Gamble just takes that out of the air.
Yeah.
And he's against Bassey, finds that's Headley inside.
Yeah, again. And I think Coach Pearson will be looking at this film as well, and looks at it and he'll go, we're giving up like wide open stuff. Yep.
Gone to a 2-3 by the looks of it.
Cartano will like the look of that one.
That's another slip. Is there another wet spot? It's almost the same spot, isn't it?
I think that was a bit deeper.
It might have been the foul is a block on Gamble.
1 point game. Back into the game comes Lufal. Nishak really big contributions at both ends. Slightly more balanced matchups now for Rockets with the two bigs. I expect Cartano to take Gamble and Lufal to take Nduku.
Coach Pearson will be pleased with where he's got to in this one. Got his team back in it from a 10-0 hole. I mean, again, you don't feel uncomfortable scoring-wise with this Rocket squad. They've got plenty of weapons. And here's one of them. It's Lufal at the top who finds Champion. He likes this one behind the arc, and he just
Lufal gets another one and
tap to Bassey.
Yeah, Bassey really wants to make that as well, doesn't he?
Yep.
And you just feel that Rockets' offense is just about a click away.
I was about to say, not quite clicking. As
he's got another one there, hasn't he?
Gets a great steal inside and finishes with a left-handed layup.
Terrific anticipation as well. And can Rockets get this back? And a wide open three coming. Stopped. Gamble inside against Bassey. Dribbles out. Good offense by Harrison. Skip. Long two by Morrell, and he cans it.
And this good old-fashioned shootout continues here. This is Bassey looking for the early touch inside for Lufal, who'd be frustrated he doesn't get one. Nothing block to block or big to big. And they'll go Cartano and Jazz Baines, and Jazz might go to great little hesitation, finds
good
Bassey.
Good pass as well. Lufal gets another one.
Great
Baines,
find.
Lufal. Great find by Baines. I thought Lufal was going to throw that down.
We needed the hammer there.
Good defense by Champion on the pickup as well. Really spread offense by Loughborough. Very difficult to play against. Cartano gets a deflection on it.
Oh no, the ball's gone towards our setup again.
Oh no, not again.
Last time.
Yeah, we had Reece Pinnock running at it last time.
Reece Pinnock destroyed it last time.
Yeah.
So 30 plays 29.
Yeah.
Rockets lead this one. Halfway through the second is Champion, Cartano, Bassey, Lufal and Baines for the Rockets. Still no
Bassey
inside
turned
touch.
the corner. Yeah, he likes that one. Lufal goes top of the tree and he stuffs it home. Oh, Champion outruns it. And that's a slight discipline, isn't it? Long two again. Lufal just shoves Gamble out the way. Bassey running straight past Nduku. Champion on the wing. Looks, he wants this one. Cartano wants the post up. Plenty of time to work it. Steps back and cans it. Coach Tom Baker says Rockets deadly in transition. Need to string some stops better. 1v1 defense. Yep.
Really good And we see the time out here in this, the Rockets offense that's getting it done. But Matt, did you want to show us something about kind of how spread Loughborough are and what they're trying to do on the perimeter?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have a look at it and we'll get it up on the board so everyone can see it at home. But we're trying to find a way that we can give you some visuals of this Loughborough spacing right at the end of transition. We'll have a look at it another time, I think, Mark. But if you just keep an eye on the next couple of plays, they're going to come back out and they'll be right out in fight. They're going to come right out and they're going to space the floor. So you're going to see this set coming out the end. And it's not a set just to run to the floor. It is a set to try and find a Dooku, or they're trying to find Gamble, and they'll make 2 or quick cuts. They'll still try and shoot the 3. So that's what's opening up the stuff underneath. Rockets overhelp, 1B, and then we're finding ourselves all layups under the rim.
What do they have to do defensively then? Because Reading have to presumably play most of it quite close, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And what they've tried to do, they've tried to get their matchups really close, really, really early, but then getting beaten one-on-one is the killer on it. So just keep an eye on the matchups in the one-on-one, and then just keep an eye on people closing down and getting to their better matchups quicker.
Coach, super stuff as always. And you will be able to see that spread offense as Rockets have just opened up a little lead here. But before that, great example in transition. They're really running to the perimeters, running to the corners, and it is incredibly hard to guard when there's guys out on the floor willing to shoot and making it at a decent rate. Yeah, and it's, you know, I think this Rockets team as well is almost, in comes KV Live. Sorry, Mark, I don't know if you mentioned that, but KV's just coming in, getting himself a few minutes. This Rockets team is really full of enthusiasm defensively. They're going to match that with some discipline. Really unselfish, working right. Just a few little bits like this where you see them just unsure about after the switches. There's a bit of work to be done on that side, especially against the better teams. Oh, Bassi likes the look of a transition one. He shoots that because Loufal's underneath. I'm pretty sure that Loufal, because of Loufal being in there, gives AJ Bassi the confidence to shoot that one. Yeah, he's got a really good seal, really. Yeah. And I think the only thing that stops AJ throwing him that is the distance. Yeah. So, you know, Loufal has a seal while AJ's still 40 feet from the rim, so you know, he can't throw it. But yeah, as I say, good confidence to pull up, knowing that you've got an elite rebounder. It takes Myerscough Loufal to 8 rebounds total. He leads all rebounders on the day. He also leads all scorers now with 15 after that free throw. Yeah, and I did smile, Mark, because half the Loughborough team went up to Young and Dooku and just said, Victor, you know, push him back, mate, push him back. Good luck. Makes his next one, as I can see a Rockets legend entering the house down there, Matt. Who have we got in there, mate? We've got Mr. Low Fink. Are we Captain Low Fink? Yeah. Yeah, and for those of you that have been around the Rockets franchise for a while, remember Ryan Lowfink. You'll remember him from Manchester as well. Wow. Chester Morrell, way off. Have you been coaching? Because he has literally shot it every time he's touched it. Pleased with the enthusiasm, not pleased with the execution. Yeah. This is Baines. Will turn the corner with KV Live. Finds Bassi, who goes screen and roll. And there's that lefty again. Doesn't get it to go this time. And they've got a 2-on-2 here. Yeah. It's Belak who finds that three-point line. That's... Oh dear, that could be mine. That's yours. Could be mine. Bit long for you. Mine. There it is. It's gone to the cheap seats. Those are the elite seats. Elite director of performance coaching. If you can get a shot of who the people sitting next to me, then we'll talk about it. 2 of them are referees. So great to see they're sitting here. They've just done a game before. Cheap seats. Cheap seats. And then you've got performance coach now, Coach Titmus, who's come in. Red tablecloth. You know he's real. This is Bassi going at Nduku. We'll just try and find somebody, but nothing doing. And it's just like, it's the right idea, but the wrong number, right? And Bassi's got himself too deep a couple of times. Headley. Yeah, I think. Nduku just blows by KV. Terrible closeout from the youngster. He'll learn from that one. I tell you, Coach Thorne will be saying as well, foul it, because you get beaten all ends up, and you've got fouls to give. They'll stand off KV Live. Yeah, he likes a little look at that though. He'll go at Hayden. It's 10 on the shot clock. This is Baines. Goes to the left, little running step back, and that's a beautiful finish from Jazz Baines, who has an absolute arsenal. Have we said shots. Let it rain, Jazz Baines? Have we said that? I hope we don't, to be honest. Pinnock goes for the block. Pinnock
Hey, I'm going to say something here. Terrific officiating as well, Mark.
Yeah, straight up. That's a terrible look for
I think this
Bassey.
is Pinnock nearly there, and I think we're going to see Baines going out. No, I meant Bassey. Sorry, I think AJ's going to probably come out soon, or could be KV Live.
I think I've said before that as a chase down blocker, Reece Pinnock is elite.
You have said that before, yeah.
And it annoys you profusely when I do it.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. Let's go back to the cylindrical was. I mean, I wanted to say about that because I think the officials often get a hard time from a lot of people. Sometimes us, but not often. I've got to say. I think we're a really balanced ship here.
No comment from me.
But they did a great job of a non-foul called then on how they went straight back up. And that was great defence by Pinnock.
And it was Pinnock out, it's Tolowazy in.
Here's the zone again, in that little one, like 2-3.
And Jazz Baines always like a look at the zone.
Yeah.
Bassey, who's missed a couple, just turns that one down. Baines is ready for another. Cartano will just skip past his man. Running right-hander doesn't get it to go, and Dooku will clear. Yeah,
zone worked from, didn't it? So just keep an eye on these matchups here, that pick and roll. And they just run straight past KB Live. No answer for it. Can't block it. Can't get in way. Just gets ran past.
It's Joe Belak who just the running and right-hander gets it to go.
And to be honest, pretty clever coaching as well, where Coach Jerem's just saying, right, let's get the bigger guys in ball screen defence and see if they can defend it. And right now the answer is we can't. So they'll go at it again. So Coach Pearson changes his next chess piece. 2 changes, in comes Champion and Loughborough. And there's Belak, who is on a tear, and now we're seeing 2-2-1. No, we're not. We're not seeing zone press. We are seeing the zone, the 2-3. And Baines in the corner. He absolutely wanted that one as well.
Snatched it.
What do you think of that, Mark?
Yeah, the execution was fine. Little fade screen from Mierzek that just screens the top guy. But he snatched at it a little bit because he really wanted to shoot it. It's Tolowazy running, finds Cartano.
Got it.
Baines is wide open.
Yeah, he had to give that to Baines. Yeah, he wanted that one. He's got Harrison Gamble on him. Steps back to the 15. Shot maker. Let it rain. He's Jazz Baines.
Oh boy.
How about that?
No, I don't want it.
No, I
absolutely don't want it.
I'm not so good at those sort of. None of those sound cool when I say it. Oh, Harrison hasn't made one. Oh, I thought that was going in.
It's the bish bash bosh sort of thing for you, isn't it?
Yeah, but that was just for KV Light, and Cartano gets a bit excited and he shoots it in transition, and Rockets go up by 7. His fist offense, they go straight into the ball screen. Rockets have to switch it. Cartano
That's another steal.
Gets another steal on it. Oh, look out, here's blue file, and Cartano gets the offensive tip. And this is where Rockets can be dangerous. Gobinder Bassey, go Rockets, go. Absolutely. I think you've said it twice.
Mark Jerem will be hoping to get out of this quarter. They're going to slow it down, try and keep the tempo down a little bit, as he probably doesn't want to burn a timeout, but obviously he could. Gamble, pick and pop, gets Cartano in the air. It's Belak wide open.
Good offense. Good offense. Claimed rebound. 21 seconds to go. There's a song about that somewhere.
Oh. You are
I couldn't resist that one.
Straining me in this first half.
Really good crowd here as well, Mark.
It's a brilliant crowd. Loads of kids in the house tonight.
Love it. Love it as well. Sunday afternoon, what better place to be? And we don't answer that because I think Spurs are playing. Apparently Danny Carter told me today.
Oh yeah, we'll skip over that for now. It's 14 seconds to go here. Champion will control.
1-3-1. The
zone stays for Loughborough.
What have Rockets got at 4 seconds to go? They've got Cartano! Looks as though he could throw it, and everything's going in for him right now.
Brilliant, brilliant end to the quarter for Tyler Cartano and the Reading Rockets.
Yep. Yeah, rebound basketball blog. So Jazz Baines on fire, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals so far. Yeah, absolutely, but his floor game is really good. He just plays within the structure of what Coach Pearson wants him to do, making shots as well. Very dangerous, and Rockets stretch that lead to 11.
Excellent finish here. It's 47-36, as my friend Matthew Johnson says.
I do.
We're here, half-time break. We'll be back in a good 15 minutes. We will see you all very shortly.
On the other side,
yes,
as they say.
Catch some of the highlights as we go into half-time.
Hi guys, here with Myerscough Loughborough. After a massive 16 points and 9 rebounds in the first half, how can we keep this lead up?
We just got to keep playing hard. I mean, we started slow today. We had a game yesterday as well, but they had a game as well yesterday, so we really can make no excuses. Unfortunately, right now we're a team that likes to play from behind, so we got to change it. We got to find out ways to start, strong. Luckily, our second halves have been really good for us, so hopefully we can continue what we did in the second quarter.
Thank you, Myerscough. Back to you, Matt and Mark.
Oh yeah.
Slight apologies for the half-time break. Few bugs, just bugs. We sort it out, no big deal. Come back and join us. Tell everybody who you know who was watching. We are back. Send it out, text, WhatsApp, carrier pigeon, letter, whatever works, get people back.
I was just laughing at the fact that I think if the stream had come on 5 seconds earlier, they'd have heard us both singing.
And dancing had the camera cut to us, but luckily we've skipped that.
That's great editing, isn't it? Great directorship.
For everybody's sake, like, they're probably pretty pleased. It's myself, Matt Johnson.
Hello.
Both with Coca-Cola on our table. Other brands are available, just so you know.
Yeah.
It's been a really good first half here. Loughborough kind of came out, big start. We went on a 10-0 run in the first 2 minutes. Since then, Rockets have clawed their way back into it, and a very big 9-0 run at the end of the second quarter meant that they lead this one now 47-36.
Yeah, and what a second quarter as well, right, Mark? Like when Rockets gave up like 12 in the first minute and then only gave up 20 for the next 19.
Yeah, it's been really, really good from the Rockets defensively. The guards leading the way. Loughborough back into man, and it's Loughborough on the elbow. Hands off to Bassey with a nice first. Oh, that's tipped away.
Yeah.
Or not, thrown away.
Yeah, and Myerscough was really generous. He said, hey, it's all right, AJ, come on, you got it.
And what he meant was, I'm wide open, get it to me.
Yeah, he did. I mean, often big guys need to be listened to, right?
Yeah.
If there's one person on the team you've got to look after, it's your big guy.
This is Belak, CJ Hayden.
Bailey Tustin, go on the boys, he says.
Mr. Boom himself. Arija in the corner gets Cartano in the air, drives in, and it's Toloazy will be called for the foul as Dwayne Arija, the former
can I ask
Abbey
you
and Westminster
something?
man, goes baseline.
Can I ask
you? Of course
you
can.
Your coaching defense, when should you ever jump at a three-point shooter?
I mean, the obvious answer is never.
Okay, well, it's not obvious, is it? Because everyone does it.
Yes.
Well, why does everyone do it? See?
Well,
stumped you.
You haven't really, because you're asking a question which you know full well doesn't get you a proper answer. You're asking it to be difficult.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are. But it's just frustrating because I think if you get to the point, you get nothing out of jumping on that. So just leave it. Nice offense, and AJ is desperately trying to work with Myerscough, and they are an inch away from making a really good connection.
And rightly so. Myerscough Loughborough leads all scorers with 16. He also has 9 rebounds to go with it in the first 21 minutes of action. So Totally agree. Feed the big. He's doing a great job as Mierscough.
Yeah, 14 seconds. Good outlet. Cartano on the run. Finds Loughborough. This is going to be going up, isn't it? Yeah.
Misses the chippy, and he'll be disappointed with that as he spun on Hayden inside.
Yeah, had a quick chat with Coach Titmus as well, and he thinks Headley's doing really well for Loughborough.
He's got a real... He actually has a bit of a...
Oh, Tolways just took it off him.
And this is Cartano, really good in transition, goes into Gamble. There's
Wow.
no call, and Tolways just pulls down the ball and puts that in.
Yeah, I mean,
interesting call from the officials.
Yeah, but I'm going to say verticality. Oh, Bassi gets one back as well. Great job, AJ, getting himself in the game. Offense hasn't clicked yet for him, but just gets himself, grinds himself in with his defense.
Yeah, a big fan of what AJ Bassi does for this team, as Harrison Gamble just takes a minute.
Oh, yeah. I actually didn't see what happened there, did you?
No, I was looking.
Do you think it's because he went for that verticality against Cartano?
It could be. Got one perhaps in the middle region.
Okay, good. Good, you've managed that very well.
Not my first time.
No, I know. It's not my first rodeo, he says. Okay.
After the Bassi intervention, it's Rockets on the baseline again.
Yeah, Gamble. Oh, my life. Lewis just threw it to Loughborough, and Cartano's back.
As Headley lays that
Fails
in.
out of it.
What I was going to say about Headley, he's got a Carl Jimenez kind of vibe about him.
Yeah,
I'm not
nice.
comparing the two, but one Loughborough guy to another, and it's very kind of just floor general, does what he needs to do. It's an interesting feed from Champion, whose last two passes have both been awful.
I think we're going to see a lefty little move there, and
what can you do with that?
Yeah, like, do you know, I was just looking at Coach Jerome there, and I was looking at Coach Jefferson just to see if they felt that an answer, as Gamble absolutely wipes out Bassi and then makes the three.
I'm not sure who is guarding Harrison Gamble, but AJ Bassi will be livid that he did not get an early shout on that one.
Yeah.
It's Champion with Loughborough through Cartano against Orija, and he pulls from behind the line. Really good from Cartano.
He is dialed in.
I don't want to say.
Don't then.
I'm going to.
So that just offensive foul. Terrific job by Champion. Terrific job. I know I cut you off, Mark, but I think
I'll allow it for a second.
We're going to draw attention to those guys when you're watching the stream. Look at the early screens being set, even mid-court, by Loughborough to really break the defence early. It's very, very interesting. Really clever stuff, I think, by Coach Jerome and Coach Jefferson. Done a really nice game plan. Yeah, breaking the Rockets matchups really early on.
Especially with the guards of Reading, it allows them not to get too into you pressure-wise before you get into the front court. What I was going to say was early on, I said I think the league would anticipate that Cartano's weakness is shooting. He's very good in transition, he's very good off the dribble, but hasn't shot well in early season. However, you and I both know he is an elite scorer, can really shoot well, and as
just misses that one.
He front rims that one. But I don't think it is a weakness. I just think we haven't seen it.
Interesting.
In the division.
Yeah, we actually did see it against, I think it was Worthing. Tough matchup here by Belak going in and getting sent out. Yeah, I mean, I think Belak, if he had that again, would probably not choose that option.
I think Loughborough and Cartano coming over both to erase that one and you can see the indecision here, and he gets down and thinks,
yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it, and kaboom.
Denied by two.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it landed right in the hands of Hayden, I think it was.
It was, yep.
As he gets himself Conroy Hayden. Just short on that one. Hayden, just remember he stroked that first three as well, didn't he?
Yeah, made his first.
I think that's, and he's just missed a pair and given Loughborough his 150th rebound.
It'll take him
Lewis, whoa, whopper.
Take him to a double-double. Cartano pull. And since I've said he's shooting all right, he's missed two, so you can blame me for that.
I think as well, to be honest, I think that shooting the ball early isn't really helping Rockets in this half-court set, because they're so much stronger block to block. This is their big group with Tolawase, Cartano, and there you go. Like, because he uses the ball screen well, it's tough for Loughborough to defend it.
Yeah, I don't think Loughborough have had much success defending Reading in the half court, and the scoreline would show Reading lead this by 14.
Yep, and there you go. You can see it right off that replay. Great job by our team, as always. Yeah.
And on the drive there, they have to stay on Loughborough.
Absolutely.
So Hayden doesn't come across to try and change champion shot, because he knows if he comes across, it's a drop-off and a dunk or a layup.
Yeah, absolutely. And this could be slight danger time for Loughborough as well. There's that pick and pop. Good switch by Cartagena. Leaves Bilat though, and that's money. Good offense as well. Good hands. And Rockets have got to, when you're taking that away, they've got to ensure that the ball doesn't go that quick. Just got to get their hands up, get a couple of pieces on it, a couple of deflections.
Good execution from Loughborough, got Reading into rotation, found the open guy, and the type of solid offense you'd expect here.
Nice job. Great pass by Pinnock, and good call by Halewood on the mic.
There it is. If you help on the roll, or help on the driver.
And there's that screen again. And there's a deflection. And let's see if, there we go, Rockets up now. Trying to break that up, pick and pop, looking at it. Yeah, nice offense again.
Yeah,
hey, good basketball, huh?
Yeah, Justin Headley been very solid, and on that we saw Cartagena get his hand on another. If you missed yesterday's action, Reading against Barking Abbey, Tyler Cartagena had 10 steals in the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's that lob again where I said last time,
to the
6'10" Harrison Gamble picks that out the air, and he does the same. Headley down the middle finds Arija, gets a guy in the air again. Matt, don't say anything.
I'm not saying anything.
Good.
Please keep your feet. I didn't say that.
And this is Headley against Tolawezi. They'll try and find the open guy. This is Hayden again.
Yeah.
This is this one.
And of all the guys on the floor, it's probably Hayden that they've just had with Harrison and Belak. They've got enough shooting in there. They've got enough. He doesn't need to shoot that one so quickly. It's what we're talking about. Fine. Do the things you do well.
Luther, nice spin inside. It's a really, really good move from the big man.
Tough to defend. Baseline spin, my favourite move of the post.
It was a very much
Gamble's answering that one.
Yeah, if you saw Matt Johnson play in the post, you will know that a spin is one of his favourite things. As Gamble just gets himself down the lane with a hop and a skip and puts it in.
Yep, we're nearly up to 100 of you on the stream
That's
to watch Gamble. To watch Gamble, who I think he was scoreless in the first half. Just missed a couple of ones that he'd normally make. Pick and roll.
Good find.
Yeah. Oh, goes back to the other hand as well. Oh my.
Tough one. I think that's it. I will say this though, and I'm going to be not influenced by the officials next to us, but I'm going to say it is tricky, because what he's done is he's kept his pivot foot but turned all his momentum left.
Yeah.
So it looks like his pivot foot should be his left foot. It's not. When he comes back on his right, as it's stolen by Pinnock.
Reece, great
save.
job.
Oh,
AJ, he really wants this one.
He makes
it! Bassi! What defense by Pinnock. And there's that ball screen in the middle of the court. Headley has got it, and this is the 4-guard lineup with KV Live. This could be, and Jazz likes a look at one.
Just got it to go.
The place would have erupted if that had gone in. Again, interesting matchups now. This is a small lineup now.
Gamble trying to take advantage over his ex-teammate
absolutely
Lewis Champion,
loves it.
Does.
Yeah, he loves that, and he'll be really pleased with that one. And we'll be interested to see how long this lineup stays, because this is a very offensive lineup for Rockets. Pinnock just eyeing it up, looking at attack. Gets it, gets blocked. KV off his foot. And it is going to Rockets ball, 6 seconds. It will go back to 14 on the clock. 3 minutes to go in the third.
Interesting. KV, for me, hasn't quite found the pace this game yet. He's only had limited minutes in the first, and AJ Bassi throws it straight off.
It's like hitting it in the net in tennis.
Yeah, and they're trying to go inside again against Champion, as that's the matchup.
I don't think they're going to stay with that for too long.
That's maybe don't know what the call is, but either way, this is
I think Pinnock's all right with this.
Pinnock. Good defender.
Yeah.
Champion clears, and you'll find Baines out in transition. Might think about the pull-up. Sensible from Baines, up 12 here. Takes his time, gets some good minutes out of this unit, and this is KV with Baines. He'll go at Gamble, finds Pinnock on
Ball
the
just
little
got
skip.
stuck there, didn't it?
Yeah, and that's happened a couple of
Not
times.
sure they wanted that KV on that one.
KV doing what KV does, which is to barrel his way in and called for a travel.
Yeah.
I think that's the difference, isn't it? Like, you can even see in the timing between the very experienced Myerscough Loufard and the timing KV. He catches head down dribble.
Yeah,
That's his thought process.
Yep.
Whereas Myerscough catch, look, think, you know, slightly different, and that's why he's got, why KV, and there's the turnaround again from Gamble. This one rattles in and out.
Good balls by KV, good timing on that one.
But that is why someone like KV has a mentor like Myerscough, because they're better to learn off than a seasoned pro. Bassey against Wild, but little
KV grabs it.
Hook. This is what KV does.
Yeah.
Doesn't get it to go, and Wild gets the board.
Yeah, could have kicked it out as well. We're up 12.
In the hands of Headley. This is Nduku, finds a Puta for the
Looks
three.
good.
Short.
Just short. Lots and lots of perimeter shooting on the floor for both sides now.
Yep. This is Wild, and he's fouled by Jazz Baines.
Yeah. And Karen Todd says, hi, Mum and Kirsty are in the crowd. That'd be amazing. I think we've got a replay of this foul here.
These are the perimeter threats, and as you say, there's lots of them for both teams as Wild tries to find Nduku, and it's just a hand in there from Jazz Baines.
Yeah. Great shots of the crowd here as well. Rockets faithful. Looking at this new offensive foul, and really difficult. We were right behind that mark as well, and I think these are ones that officials and coaches and players need to keep a really good look at, because that sort of screen has happened the entire game, and it's the first time. And I think Harrison's saying that to him now, saying, hey, he just said, call the same call every time.
It's really difficult, isn't it? Because a guy bounces off it, and we've seen Bassey wiped out by a screen. We've seen Baines get hit by a couple. Lewis bounces off of that one, and he's a good sell as well, Lewis champion on those. And so the difficulty is, as you say, is that every screen now? Who knows? They try and find
down to 6 seconds.
Step back, and that's looping, and it's got to the rim. I was surprised.
And Cartagena didn't touch the ball in the offense, and neither did Myerscough Loufard, and Lewis managed to dribble the whole thing out and didn't get a shot that we like at all.
As Matt said, Myerscough Loufard and Tyler Cartagena back in for Reading as they've gone away from the smaller lineup.
A much better defense by Rockets, and now they've got that transition pace. Bassey sits it down. Boom!
Nice stuff from AJ Bassey, who's got himself going here in the third. He's made a couple.
Yeah, and he fully deserves it as well. He's just doggedly defensive. Yeah, the crowd go wild, little fist pump. Yeah, again, another steal, and Cartagena is off. 7 seconds to go.
He's going to get to the rim here, is Cartagena, and he will.
Yeah, you did. You said that. He just rolls it in. And this one, 17-point lead, and this could easily have been 7, Mark.
Yeah, brilliant stuff here again from Reading Rockets, who extend their lead from the half to 17. It's 68-51. Mark Jerram will be thinking, how does he get his team back in this while the Rockets are in this kind of mood? Quick look at the stats. It's Loufard who leads all scorers for the game. He has 22 and 10 rebounds to go with it. Justin Headley, who we mentioned, is having a very good game himself with 14. Also has 4 assists to go with that. Cartagena has 16 for the Rockets and 5 boards. Baines and Pinnock with 5 and 4 assists respectively. Loufard has 3 blocks to go with his tally as well.
Yeah, and I think we just saw Cartagena, didn't we, finish off in that transition, and his 18 has possibly been the best 18 we've seen him have, Mark, you say, this season so far?
Yeah, I mean,
really composed.
He obviously had a bundle yesterday, which was really good, and again, thank you for joining us today on the live stream, as you see Matt and I in our little booth. Matt, what do you fancy taking us through there?
I just want to show, and we can get a good view of it here, I just want to show that keep an eye on Harrison Gamble and where he is in transition. So wherever he is, as their team's coming down, and normally Headley, isn't it, number 10, Harrison's just staying in the middle of the floor and just trying to block screen him here. And all that does, the reason we're going to highlight that is because that breaks matchups so quickly and so efficiently. He got called for an offensive foul in one of the last ones, but just keep an eye on how Loughborough try really early on in their offense to try and mismatch themselves. That's given them the way it's led them into like domino effect. That's what we're calling it. So just keep an eye on this. This is the beginning of it, and it gets them into rotation. You're absolutely right, Mark. So let's keep an eye on that one and see if Coach Jerem and Coach Jefferson have actually increased that in this period of time.
17-point ball game. Reading lead this interesting fourth quarter. If Loughborough can get themselves going from the perimeter, they will close the gap and it will get interesting. If Reading can keep things going in the half court, they should run out victors. Let's see where we go as Gamble looks at the first one he sees.
Yeah, they've switched it now, but that's a good switch. That's Tollaway. Loughborough is one heck of a defender, Mark.
Yep.
Manny, and look at the speed of Cartano. Can he see anyone?
Really good.
Oh,
Great it off to Tollaway. He thinks about the
Tollaway should have dunked it. I'm surprised he didn't.
As Rockets get another one in this.
Here's a straightaway early screens. Champion goes and challenges it, but you see the absolute mess of Rockets defense on that double ball screen. Loughborough just calling for that against Gamble. Great defense against Harrison. And he does the old pro. That way, ref. You're not having that one, Harrison.
Excellent shout by you, Coach, as well on the whiteboard or on the tactics board.
It's
not white, I know that.
It's sort of tan, I think it's called, yeah. There it is. There's Tollaway with the...
Thinking about the right-handed layup on the front of the rim.
Yeah, we call that a TED. For all you veteran Rocket supporters.
And I'm aware of exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Although Ted did it not because he couldn't, sorry, not because he changed, it's because he couldn't really touch the rim anyway.
Bassi, sorry Mark, Bassi's just found his touch, right?
Yeah, he's got it going, and it's how Bassi does, and yeah, Rockets legend Ted
There's that screen again, here it is.
Could barely scrape the rim. That's
Gamble straight away, into like there you go. Right now they've got the pick and roll with Gamble. They stay underneath it.
Oh boy.
Haley, yeah. And it, yeah. Bassi is he's great job as well by both Loughborough players there.
I'm going to say this.
Don't see that enough. Well done.
AJ Bassi has got his eye in offensively. He's had a few of those wayward passes today. He's thrown
the drummers. They agree with you, Mark.
A couple out inside, out of bounds. He's thrown that one long.
Yeah,
again,
absolutely.
Sometimes you
here it is. Oh.
And Champion, look at that waterfall.
Do you know as well, I remember being the guy that knew you weren't going to catch it so many years ago. You're just thinking...
were you the guy not going to catch it, or you were the guy who threw it?
No, I was always the guy that couldn't catch it.
Sure.
Because they'd always think, oh, he's ahead of you. They forget how unathletic the catcher is. Law Parker. Oh, here we go. Chair number 55. This is the best. I'm not quite sure what that means. Is that code?
I'm baffled by that one. I don't know if it's like autocorrect that's gone something different.
Chair number 55. This is the best. Oh, look at that.
That's physical here for the Rockets.
That was a lot. Oh, and Dooku decides to get it. Oh, great pass. Yeah.
Finds Headley, who gets Loughborough on his back foot, and Justin Headley continues to have a really good game here for Loughborough.
Absolutely. And in the good old days, Mark, someone would have just absolutely clattered him and made him shoot free throws. And
okay, old man, big golden era.
I know. I'm just saying though. Tollaway's just managed to find Hayden. Oh,
good
nice
find.
pass. Got his feet under him there. Yeah, looks good that one.
Nice bit of high-low there from 4 and 5, Tollaway and Myerscough Loughborough. Yeah,
hits it. There's straight away into that screen. That breaks the matchups. And that leaves Nduku for the 3, and he makes it.
It's a really salient point by you there, Matt.
We shouldn't sound so surprised.
And it keeps happening. No, not at all. You know, I expect it. And Mark Jerem is a game plan person. As Cartano pulls from behind the arc, and he is feeling it.
Yeah, he's loving that, isn't he? He's 3 for 5 as well. He's 60% from 3 as he moves into the 20s.
And Nduku, who made his last against Champion.
Yeah, nice move as well.
Tollaway hammers him on the way there, and that might be the old school hammering you were looking for.
But I think you've got one team foul, and this is what we're talking about. You have one team foul. You can see it here. Tollaway comes in, just gets an armful, doesn't he?
So good.
Yeah.
The great thing about it as well is it didn't look too malicious because he didn't look at the guy. He just grabbed him, didn't look at him, just knew.
Absolutely.
There's, not getting that one. Kids in the crowd today having a great time.
Yeah, you go with the chicken dance.
Chicken dance?
Yeah.
That's very,
What's that mean?
I don't know. It's
Does that mean
very old
they're
school.
catching on though, isn't it?
Yeah, the guys are loving it.
Oh, yeah. And Dooku for a pair. Finds his team 19 down. Rockets' defence has really slowed up the Loughborough scoring since the first 2 minutes. And Dooku is starting to put together a nice game, actually, as he goes to double figures.
Bit of token pressure here from Loughborough. Looks like Headley will join the action, doesn't, and this Cartano just blows by Gamble, goes to the mid-ranger, and Tyler Cartano is showing you the full package this evening.
I knew you were going to say that. I really like it. You're absolutely right as well. He's also shown you how to get beaten one-on-one there, just
Lovely
in case
spin.
anyone wanted to see that.
Lovely spin from Victor Nduku.
Yeah, and Nduku's got his tail up now, hasn't he? He's just got, like, we haven't seen much of that. I think this is one of the things that Rockets can really do a good job of with all these switches that Loughborough have got. They've got Nduku on Baines. Pinnock gets a sit-down three. Doesn't come at all.
Lufal tries to catch it off the rim.
Absolutely pushed underneath. Yep.
Hayden also strong under there. It's a nice little physical matchup for Lufal.
Again, only one foul committed so far in nearly 4 minutes of play. And I think if both coaches would want to see a little bit more effort to get some defensive stops at the moment, offense is winning. And Dooku likes the look of that one. It's long. Oh, terrific outlet. Cartano likes it. He goes to the lefty. I mean,
it's going to be very, very difficult for teams in this league. I said it early on when I caught a glimpse of Tyler in
and they're off and running again.
It's just a bit of a matchup.
Myerscough is wide open, and they just missed him. Coach Thorne with an unlikely piece of
praise.
Yeah, that's an absolute.
No, behave yourself. Behave yourself.
Okay. Solid piece of defence. And here we go. In the charge circle, Coach.
Yeah.
Is it in the charge circle?
I'm looking past. You don't get to communicate with referees while in the commentary booth.
He's told me that I was wrong anyway.
Lufal across, and it's Tolowaiti going to be on the hold and the drive with Nduku.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Thorne says leave Tyler on for a 30-piece. The fact that Thorne is using the word 30-piece is brilliant. Enjoy that. Shot of Liam Jefferson on the side on with Coach Jerem. Talking this one through, seeing if they can get it a little bit closer. Their team's down by 19 at the minute. CJ Hayden finds Gamble wide open. And you don't leave Harrison Gamble that open because he will make them.
I've just been getting educated by the referees.
I think what you mean is we put in your place.
Yeah, I don't know the rule, that's what I know.
Of course. Neither of us do, we never have.
No. And I think this, the Loughborough team have always, with Coach Jerem, and Loughborough just coaxing Rockets into some poor shot selection. Greg Wild comes in. He's had a quiet game to this point, but he doesn't miss one.
It's back-to-back threes from Loughborough. It's Gamble and Wild on the back-to-back triples.
Yeah, interesting. Coach has brought back in.
Cartano thought about
great
step
pass.
Back.
Yeah.
Good find.
Yeah. And Dooku sweeps that one up.
Little bit untidy here for Rockets.
This could tie it to get it to 10. Oh.
And that's off from Gamble and Pinnock. Pulls. They need a bit of offense here, Reading. I say a little bit untidy in the last kind of 3-4 possessions, and it's been met with 2 threes from Loughborough. Baines goes step back rims it. And Dooku, good rebound
and
against
I think
Tolowaiti.
this is the point, isn't it, where they've just come down and they've got the guy that... Greg Wild. Yeah, closes the gap to 11. Good timeout. Subs coming in. And it's always danger time, isn't it? That 5-minute time where if you're the team that's down and you make a couple of shots, you can just sense a little rhythm change and you think, hey, maybe, just maybe on it. And then you just got, 2 or 3 shots in a row they make there. Greg Wild gets one, Harrison gets one, and Greg Wild gets one off the backboard to go.
Loughborough were
gives them life.
19. It's an 8-0 run here, and they've got them back to 11. Just wondering, is there anything that you think tactics-wise, Matt, that you'd put on the board to kind of how do Reading get it inside? Who do they need inside? What are we looking for?
I mean, if we can get it up, then if we can get the board up, then I'll show you. I think the thing that we were looking at, and it was the first offense of the game, where we tried to screen down here and that was Sam T came to the midpoint here, and that was Myerscough. So they had the down screen, and they were trying to feed it from high to low, and you'd see Myerscough with his shoulders right here. So you'll try, maybe we'll see that 4 to 5 action here, because he hasn't really had anything linked up. But that will probably be the thing that we'd be going to from this. It'll cause the defence to stay inside. They've gone to the 4 guard group now as well. So let's just have a quick eye on that, because it might be that you see 4 out, 1 in coming right at you here.
Pinnock champion, Bassi, Baines and Lou File for Reading, and Loughborough back to the 2. Half of them are in 2-3, and Gamble's chasing the guy along the baseline. So a little bit of communication as Bassi finds the paint, drops it off to Pinnock on a nice baseline cut. It's Lewis champion, lefty 3, and
that's
it.
Huge. And here comes Greg Wild, and this is that Loughborough. Look at the Loughborough pace. Again, Harrison, missed shot, offensive rebound, 2 points.
And all the gain of 3
is a gain of 1.
Is a gain of 1 as Loughborough get out in transition. And Mark Jeremy, I think, has got them in a decent place here from being down quite a lot, as Bassi rattles one in and out, and that one needed to go down. Yeah,
and this is the thing, isn't it? He's just saying to him, pace, pace, pace. Greg Wild is got his...
It's going to go as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen Greg Wild score in an absolute hurry as well.
Bassi, it's stolen by Wild, and I think the foul will be on Bassi as he restricts him getting to the ball.
And here it is. You see Jazz handing it off. Bassi just gets caught, gets stopped, gets poked away, and then AJ hooks him, and Wild throws his hand in the air.
It looks great on a slow-mo, doesn't it?
Absolutely. 12-4 run by Loughborough. Straight in there from Rebound Basketball Blog.
84-72, Lynch Trophy quarter-final action here as Headley goes to post up Bassi. He's got some size, and the foul's on the floor against Bassi. 3 minutes to go, 12-point ball game. As I say, I think Mark Jeremy will be pleased. This 8-0 run, or 12-4, depending on how you get it, as Bassi is inside, fouling Justin Headley, who's been very, very good today. He has to be pleased. He's got himself into a bit of an end game here. You know, in a game that was up at 19.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, he's got possibilities. He's talking about tempo, and Headley misses the front end of the free throws.
Yeah, and I think they're now playing against the Rockets offense. It's just a little bit second-guessing, right? So, champion of the huge 3, and you've got Cartano. Oh, Headley misses a pair. That would have taken him to a well-deserved 20 as well. Under 3 minutes. And this is where they need to find another way
to get the mismatch.
Oh, a lot of contact. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to have to get that foul will have to be called.
And I guess that's the switching defense of Loughborough becomes quite difficult there, where it's the switch is Wild who gets onto Myerscough, and Harrison will come across and just erase that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Myerscough should get these 2, and then it helps extend the lead to 14.
Yeah, absolutely. And Joshua Thorne, Coach Thorne, says some great acting performances today. I don't know, certainly don't know what you're thinking about there, Josh. As Myerscough strokes the first one, just as Mark said. Good shot there of Joe Belak, having a great Division 1 season. Very dangerous perimeter player. He's 2 for 6 from the 3. He's 9 points personal.
The ever positive Coach Thorne. Some great acting performances today.
There's that screen again. Rockets crowd getting a little bit, well defended. Yeah, Reese Pinnock then, good defense. They reverse it, and Harrison Gamble gets it down to 10 again.
It's a bit
tight,
this one, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And if the defence, if you can't defend them, and when Loughborough switch like they do, they're a real handful. And Cartano back in now. He's got the one-on-one against Greg Wild. He likes to step around, yeah, but not the one that they wanted.
Again, tempo now from Loughborough. They'll get Wild on this right wing, go quick screen and roll with Nduku. They need to put this up, and Nduku's made a couple.
And I think they've just left Greg Wild alone. And kicks it out, Belak, and it's short. Who's coming up with it? Headley. Could be another one. Belak's not missed too many of those ones. Who's going to get it? Mishak does.
Yeah, you could put some money on that, and this is Baines and Nduku.
Yeah, good ball handling. And this could just get away a little bit here from Loughborough, who are just an absolute. They were 30 seconds away and 2 offences away, I think.
Well, there's a couple of Belak misses on that last possession that is useful.
Yeah. Up to 110 of you joining our stream. Would be 111 if Chester Morrell wasn't playing. Inbound.
Should be able to kill this one off. Minute 20 to go. They lead by 10.
And they need to foul, really, and that's going to be all a bit too late. They got away with that, but the minute and 12 to go is just too late when you're down double digits, whoever you are.
Headley on the nice cut as Belak goes inside.
But it's still 8.
It's still 8. I maybe shouldn't have spoken too soon. There's still a bit of time.
And Baines, and this is the problem for them, the clock isn't stopping. And there's still, this game is now not going to happen because Jazz Baines has got 8 seconds to go. Cartano will launch that one. It's off.
Oh, it's hell.
Baines,
that's big if he makes it, and horrific if he doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely bad shot to take that one with 14 seconds on the clock.
Still feels a little bit anxious here. If Wild makes this one, it could get interesting, and he does.
Yeah.
5-point ball game, 27 seconds to go, and Reading will need to make their free throws here because they've just got their eye in now.
Yeah, and interesting where.
And they've got fouls to give.
Yeah, but that hasn't that has not helped Loughborough, and this is one of the situations for. A few years ago, Coach Samet was talking about, well, you don't want to be in this situation because they want the clock to stop. So they're going to have to spend. And now Lewis is going to get it. They've got the clock's running. They're not fouling him. That's taken them 5 seconds to foul, and they're still not on the free throw line.
Champion doing his best to pull up for a running three.
Here we go. Here's the block here. That's.
Is it? I mean,
that's a foul, I think.
It's a foul, but is he attempting a three-pointer?
Interesting.
There you go. That's my query.
Yeah. And you've got 5 seconds to go. Well, they had 5 seconds came off the shot clock like that on that one. And that's exactly what I was saying, Mark, that if they needed to foul a little bit earlier because they're probably 1 possession away now where they wanted to be. And I was trying to watch Mark Jeremy, and I think he was asking to foul a lot quicker on the possession before. So one to watch back for you young coaches out there, time and score and team fouls. I was actually assistant coaching Samet from Manchester, and with about 5 minutes to go in the game, he sent one of the players on and said, right, I want you to get at least 2 or 3 fouls, get us into the foul count, because you don't want to be having to foul in the end of the game. You want the end of the game foul, get them on the line, because you want to get offense back on that one. So yeah, good one to think about.
Luckily for me, the referee's elbow is covering half your head, which makes this much better. Oh, he's moved. Oh no, he's back. He heard me, but
just by the Nando's chicken as well there. Look.
Coach Thorne says interesting.
Maybe that's a chicken dance over there. Sorry. Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Seen TVC and now Loughborough not fouling end games this year. New season, new tactics.
Yeah. Do you know what, though? I think it is early season as well, right? And what you're going to find is that the coaches are now, and officials are talking to the official about this before, got a great opportunity to look back on your games and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? And that's learning for everyone. So now 4 guards and Cartano in. And Loughborough go with that same group.
Crowd treated to a good one today, and that's going to be
Backcourt.
a backcourt violation.
And Gamble just
getting a little bit chippy here.
Cartano took the ball off Gamble. Timeout to Loughborough.
So that's, I believe, is that going to be Coach Jerem's third or second? I don't know how up to date the scoreboard is.
Yep.
I'll have a quick look on live stats, see where we're at.
And interesting now, good timeout here for Coach Pearson. I think you'll probably know what's going to happen, don't we? You're going to see a lot of pick and pop offense from this one.
And this could get interesting.
Yep.
On any score now, doesn't have to be a 3 either. Any score, and Loughborough have really got themselves into it.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, poor from Reading, should never have been this close. Yep. Easy to say, and there's a little scuffle at mid-court with Gamble trying to take the ball off Bassi and Cartano going in to say it's my ball. I think I brought it with me to the game and I'll take it away.
And I think Gamble will turn around and say it's actually our ball. It was a backcourt violation,
ball,
so it will be ours.
Yeah.
Nottingham Hood's in the house saying looking forward to coming to see you next week.
Yeah, absolutely flying, aren't they?
That will be a big game next week.
Yeah.
And of course look forward to having you here and giving you guys the stream team treatment.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. Defence in, Tolawase in, Cartano in.
I'm sure now when I said this one should be wrapped up at about a minute or so to go whenever I said it, that I could be the victim of some meme or something on online if this one goes badly for me.
Forgot to defend though, didn't we?
Gamble's going to pull this one. And he's going to make it. It's a massive 3 from Harrison Gamble. It's a 2-point ball game, 14 seconds to go here.
Yeah, and Gamble has gone to 18, I think, and he's 4 for 9, all in the second half, yeah.
Wow, huge from the Loughborough Riders. They've got themselves back into this one. 2-point ball game, 85 to 83. Coach Jerem has a timeout. He's used it, I presume, for this.
Yeah, Coach Thorne. And again, this is what we were talking about, wasn't it? We knew exactly what was going to come out of that. And Rockets just a step behind, not being able to cover it. And end up giving up a 3. And Gamble would have loved it coming back in here to his hometown.
And Cartano
and here it is.
Hanging off it.
Gets his feet set. Cartano challenges it. Harrison at 6'10". Right. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Straight down the pipe.
Terrific offense by Coach Jerem. Cartano a split second away and punished. And Rockets ball.
The Rockets crowd really getting into this one. I can see the kids whipping up a storm.
Here they go.
There.
Here they go. They're all up. Cartano to inbound it against Harrison Gamble. The long arms of Gamble. Who will keep their nerve in this last 14.4 seconds? Rockets with the slight lead. In it comes. In comes Bassi. And they foul it straight away. AJ will go to the line. Let's have a look at his free throws so far. 0 for 0. So the only player that's gone to the line for Rockets in the entire game is Lou File, and he's 5 for 7.
That can't be true.
That is true. I'm reading it as if I knew the fact myself. I'm reading it here. Other
AJ
than now,
Bassi makes the first.
Big shot, big one. This one. Come on then, coaches out there. You're up 3. You're up 4. Would you foul it? Put them to line for 2. Would you let this hot shooting 3-point shooting team take a 3 as he puts them up 4? Timeout to Loughborough. Think we know what's coming here, don't we?
Well, this is where it gets fun. And yes, you coaches on the stream, and I know there's actual coaches and living room and sofa coaches.
Yeah, armchair.
Armchair, that's what I was looking for.
Not sofa.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
87 plays 83. Do you foul?
I don't think Coach Pearson, I think he'll want to play this defence out.
Yeah, I think you do, right? Up 4, you just play this out.
So let's watch now Coach Jerem out of this. I think you're going to see Harrison Gamble set the first screen and then be screened 4. As you can see, Lewis Champion's grandparents in there. This place is rocking as well. What a great atmosphere. There's a lady knitting as it's all going on. Look at that.
she's heard the Tom Daly synchronised diving.
Yeah, and look,
made
she's even tapping her foot at the same time. That's incredible. And yeah, let's keep an eye on this because Belak looks, I think Belak's going to take it out of bounds.
Always watch the inbounder, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. And all 5 of these guys can shoot it. Belak on the inbounds. Watch Harrison Gamble, keep an eye on 12 white.
Don't foul.
As Greg is going to go over double screens. Here he comes to the corner, switched it. Pinnock gets a steal away, and Pinnock's going to finish it with a dunk! This game will be over, and they will remember Pinnock as Nduku answers with the 3.
Just got to get it in bounds.
Foul call.
Wow, huge here at the end. The excitement here at the Rivermead Leisure Centre.
Here we go.
Pinnock,
terrific.
Steal. Belak tries to get him.
Oh, terrific. What a replay, Mark.
Skies in for the two-hander. Great work by the Stream Team cameras. Massive from Reese Pinnock.
Absolutely.
And one free throw here will seal the deal.
Can I say, Mark, good time to get your first basket, Reese Pinnock?
Brilliant time as the pressure gets to...
Should he miss it now? Should he miss it? Should he miss it? Coach is out there.
Interesting, the crowd on their feet. There's a lot of shouting. Do you miss? I just make it.
Oh, he's made it.
We just made it.
No timeouts left. The clock was running still.
No fouls. They haven't started the clock.
Yeah.
They have now.
Mark,
and it's all over, and I can take a breath.
Whoa,
you can take a breath.
Whoa, what a game. What a game. Coach Jerem, hats off to this Loughborough team. And I think this is a Loughborough team that's just starting to find their groove as well.
The crowd on their feet, you can see them in their hundreds here today.
Yeah, brilliant crowd.
The kids have had a good day. Quarter-finals, this one's done and dusted. Reading win 90-86, and as Matt says, the Loughborough Riders team and coaching staff can be really proud of getting themselves back into it. So name in the hat with Newcastle. It's not a bracket, it's a hat, as your dad told me today.
Yeah, it's a hat, like the good old days. I think one thing that I didn't know before, I didn't know you could come to a game at the Mead, do your knitting, and have an absolute wild crowd screaming at you and come out of a game where you're 20 up, win by 4, and it feels like you've absolutely just filled it up. And Harrison Gamble comes over to us, and good job, young man.
It's been, massive fan favourite here at Reading.
Yeah.
Did his juniors here and played on a playoff-winning men's team too in 2004.
Yeah. One of the great stories of English and British basketball as well, as he goes and shakes hand with Ryan Lofink.
Ex-teammate.
Yeah, and ex-captain as well. Ryan knows his way around some silverware. He went from Reading, where they won a lot of games and a lot of trophies. Then Ryan Lofink went to Manchester, and they did the 4-peat, I think, or they won all 3 things. So yeah, he knows a lot about winning. And you see, it's a great picture here of a Loughborough team that are just starting to find themselves. And they could have been on the back end of a 30-point loss the way they were going, but they've just found the right way to play. They found the weakness in Rockets' defense, I think, but you can't play that way unless you have talent like Nduku, and the way that I think Headley marshalled his troops out. I know you called about him a lot of the game, and of course, you know, Harrison Gamble absolutely came to play, but you know, you're seeing a modern team as well in the way that they're starting to play. So absolutely terrific.
So we'll have a little look at the leaders here, Matt, for the game. It's Tyler Cartano leading all scorers, him and Myerscough Loughborough, 25 and 23 respectively. AJ Bassey got it going in the second half with 14. Justin Headley leads Loughborough with 20. Harrison Gamble had 18, all in the second half. Victor Nduku also got going in the second half, so credit to those guys. Headley also had 14 rebounds and 6 assists. He's put together a very
game.
solid evening, so credit to you, Justin Headley.
He only played 40 minutes.
And he played the whole 40.
Yeah.
Rate that highly.
Yeah.
Myerscough Loughborough has 12 rebounds, Cartano 6. Just a terrific evening of basketball here, and you know, some huge plays. Loughborough just shooting the lights out down the stretch, and then when they got a chance to tie it up, Reese Pinnock with a massive steal and cruises in for a two-handed dunk.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a real sort of epitome of that game. With one on defence there by Pinnock, and 12 for 33 attempts from the 3-point line. Were Loughborough at 36%, but with 8-9 of their guys attempting threes, and that is a story of this modern game, isn't it? It's, you know, everyone has to be dangerous from there, and you can see the benefits of it, but you can see also when you go dry, you know, a dry spell like they did for a time, they got themselves in a 20-point hole. So I think if Coach Jeremy and his troops and this Loughborough team can find a small answer for maybe some mid-range and get themselves to the free throw line a little bit easier throughout the game, they can put together a team of their very, very the firepower they have is very, very good. So I'm looking forward to see this Loughborough team in Division 1. I thought they were struggling a little bit early on to find their face, and now they've definitely found it.
Totally agree. I don't think their record is reflective of the threat that they are, and when they get it going, I think if they start to hit threes at kind of a 35–40% clip level, you're going to have some long evenings with these guys. So
yeah.
Look, as we just wrap up here, you're seeing some great highlights from what's been an unbelievable evening of action here at the Mead. A huge crowd in tonight too, so if you get to watch this back on YouTube, you know, hopefully you see yourself on the stream, and we, you know, Matt and I send our sincerest thanks to you, because just made for a wonderful, wonderful evening. We'll wrap this up. Quarter-final Lynch Trophy action. Reading from 19, scrape, climb over the line, 4-point victory, 90–86, and they are in the hat for the semi-finals. And Matt, leaves me to thank you, and we will see you guys next time.